Hello class, let's take a look at example 6 and please take a second and read it. Before we actually do any calculations, we need to take a look at what type of test we're going to be performing. And the first question is, do we have the values of sigma, which is the standard deviation of the population? In this case, I don't see it, so this is going to automatically be a t-test. Next, let's take a look at basically any main results of the sample. And well, the only information that we have on the sample, it's technically here. And just to make sure that we're matching, please enter the data set and run me a one variable stats. Let me double check that all of those actually match. So we can actually look at the summary of the actual sample that we're looking at. So please run me a one variable stats and identified the size of the sample, the mean, and the standard deviation. So I'm looking at n is equal to, for our problem, well, we have 6 values, so n is equal to 6 values. The mean of the sample is 6193.5, which is technically the cost of, well, the collisions that they're talking about. And the standard deviation of the sample, it's going to be approximately 1831. So 1831.65. So this is the main summary of the sample that we're looking at. Now, the claim that they're referring to in this case, we actually have the following. So level of significance, in this case, this means that alpha is equal to 0.10, C is equal to 0.90. So our test is going to have about a 10% error. And the main claim is that, well, the sample is from a mean that happens to be equal to $5,000. So let me actually write the claim. So claim is that mu is equal to, and in this case, $5,000. Notice that they don't mention anything about less than or greater, and if they mention that it has a mean, that means equality on the statement. So the next step in the process is to actually set up HO and HA. So HO and HA. In this case, HO, it's going to be that the mean is equal to $5,000. Your HA or H1, it's going to be the mu is not equal to the $5,000. Now, the setup that I'm following, it's on page number 1 because the statement is on equality. So let me go to page number 1. So we're referring to this portion here. The only statement that we have is an equal or not equal, and then we're not provided with the actual standard deviation of the population. So our test statistic is going to be a t value as well. Now, the next step in the process is the test statistic. And your test statistic, it's going to be x bar minus mu divided by s over the square root of n. Now, if you already evaluated a one variable stats with the data of the sample, let me show you the fastest way to get the results. So you're going to go to stats, then you're going to go to actual test. We're running a t-test. Please hit enter there. And since you inputted the data, everything should be already as L1. So you just have to verify the value of the mean. In this case, this value, it's part of the claim. It's going to be 5,000. And you just have to make sure that your data set is under L1. Lastly, because of the statement of equality, you want to make sure you highlight this specific one. That is for the not equal on the code. And then from here, you can simply run it. Your test statistic, it's 1.596. So approximately 1.596. I'm just rounding it to 3 decimal places. 1.6 will be perfectly fine. Your p-value, it's approximately it's 0.17. Let me double check the p-value. 0.1713. And then at this point, we technically have to compare it to the actual value of alpha. So if your p-value, now we're looking at this portion here, we're actually looking at this portion here. If your p-value is greater than alpha, you fail to reject HO. So in this case, our p-value from the actual test came out to be 0.17, which is definitely greater than 0.10, which is equal to the values of alpha. So you fail to reject. So we end up with a fail to reject HO. Now the proper conclusion, you're simply just going to say fail to reject HO and you can just say because the p-value, it's approximately 0.17, which is greater than 0.10, which is equal to alpha. And then you can just say when the values of C is equal to 0.90. So mentioning alpha, it's sufficient. Let me actually fix it here. Greater than 0.10, which is alpha. But you have to make sure that you state some sort of a final statement of why you're selecting your main conclusion. Now, let me explain what this means. So your actual conclusion is based on HO. So fail to reject HO, in this scenario, it means that this is actually true. Now, you would never say it's true because changing the sample can change your conclusion. Also, alpha can change the conclusion. But in this case, we don't have any evidence that the mean is not equal to 5,000. So fail to reject HO means this is actually correct. You would never say correct or true because, like I said, changing the sample can change everything. And a simple statement of fail to reject HO, mention the p-value. In the p-value, if you mention alpha or C, you're basically stating that in this case, it is likely that this sample is from a mean that it happens to be 5,000 with a 10% error.